Digging in to try it again, Jose Ortiz. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Soler is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. For LA, they're up 2-0.
Leading up
The windup and the 0-1.
The second baseman, Louis.
Pulled toward right center field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Striding in, Jose Ortiz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. Digging in once again, Jose Ortiz. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this gets right under his glove. A costly mistake there. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away. Here's Gregory Polanco. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Gregory Polanco goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good. Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did.
Let's play ball. Batting third, the center fielder, Jose Ortiz.
Drive it right here. Come on, big.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. First pitch coming, here it is. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Robles is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Callahan, base runner at first with one out.
The first baseman, Colton.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ortiz is there, 2 gone. Stepping in, Jose Ortiz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jose Ortiz.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Corey Seager.
Number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Two men are on with 2 men out. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Anderson onto the grass. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the 2-run. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jose Ortiz. Hard hit ball to second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And a dive, but he's back in. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now at the plate, Cody Hosey. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Cody.
Now the double steal is on here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Ready to begin the 8th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jose Ortiz.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Lifted in the air out to right. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out. Into the box now, Tyler Callahan, and their runners at the corners now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Kingery into shallow center. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. At the plate, Jose Ortiz, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Altuve rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game. And in steps Scott Kingery. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up. And the Nationals are going to keep the dream alive. They take Game 5 and now must win the next 2 on the road, as this one is over. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score.
Tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7. Play ball. Out. Batting third, the center fielder, Jose.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Robles is right there, one down. Stepping into the box, Jose Ortiz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. The windup and the 0-1. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Digging in, Jose Ortiz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. In now, Jose Ortiz.
The center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Robles looking up.
Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw.
Solo shot to right center. His 4th long ball of this series, and it's now 5-3.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tyler Callahan.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Ortiz. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Takes this the other way to right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And he is in there.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Here's Gregory Polanco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Gregory Polanco.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Here's Corey Seager, and their runners at the corners now.
Corey Seager.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.